On the top right, spawning as a blue Terran player, it is Vindicta, just winning over Jim Rising there. And in the bottom left, our favorite though in the whole tournament and in this match as well, it is Solar, the Korean Zerg player. He still is kind of, you know, waiting on his big result in a GSL, to be honest. There's something he's really missing still out on. He has a couple of tournament wins on other tournaments, but like GSL isn't really his format, it seems. And he is always a contender to be a top dog, or like he is basically a top dog, but he's always a contender to be a champion. But he never manages to win it through. He always kind of falls short in around the 4, like, and yeah, in those big stages, right? But I mean, Vindicta is a very solid Terran player. He's very talented and he is incredibly good, but he is not yet like around a 4 big tournament player, right? Not on international scale. And so this is. Give me a second. Yeah, this is west. Alright. This is on west. So yeah, sort of feeling a little bit of delay, it seems there. Alright, Reaper expand. And a normal hedge gas pool for Solar. Good luck, have fun anyway. What a nice guy. Solar's a really good guy. He has incredibly good English. If you are interested in talking to a pro gamer, Solar is the guy you want to talk to. Like a Korean pro gamer. Because his English is incredibly well. I think I talked with him about it at a Homester Cup. And I think he lived in Swiss for a year, or for a while at least, when he was a child, and he was talking English there apparently. And that's how he learned, like, basically incredibly fluent, almost perfect English, very good pronunciation, very good grammatic. He has it all. And he's an incredibly good StarCraft player. What a talented boy. And he's still pretty young, I think. He's like 24 or something. He's not too old. Maybe 23? I'm not sure. He's still one of the younger generation players there. Tries to go for the creep tournament, doesn't really get the assassination, and we see the SCV being pushed back as well. So Solar going, yeah, very aggressively for his third, not like Jim Rising earlier, for example. He wasn't really pushing that aggressively for an early third. But so far, not really much happened. We had a cancel on Solar. Cancelled the building there. That was basically all the minerals that were lost. And yeah, let's see how this game unfolds. Oh, I'm interested if we're gonna see a Raven. Or maybe a Banshee even. I mean, as I said earlier, in the game against Jim, Hellbat Banshee still is a working strategy. But it feels like an all-in. A Raven, or a couple Ravens even, is a very good addition. In general, you can disable units, you can throw down auto turrets, you can Dorito cannon their army, which is very good in the TVZ as well. Against roach pushers, for example. The Reaper gets in, doesn't really see much there actually. Sees there is not much to be seen in the main base, and yeah, he kind of lost the Reaper. For the Hellions now, so his Hellions have to tank the damage. I mean, he saw that the lair is not started yet, so he knows he has a little bit of time there before anything really committed is gonna be happening from Solar. And let's see, what is it gonna be after this Raven? Oh, just one Raven. Until the swap, so just one for harassment. I still like the choice. It's kind of like free damage for a while with the auto turrets. It's really good. And we have one Ling coming over to scout. The Overlord was sacrificed earlier to see if there's any Hellbat push or any shenanigans coming in there, but not the case. It's just 6 aliens roaming the map right now. And the Raven actually... Oh yeah, obviously he can use it to click creep. I completely forgot about the detection ability there for a second. But yeah, that's nice. But he is fighting basically with the Raven against the Queens, kind of. Right now it's tanking the damage, which you want to be happening more on the Hellions than on the Raven, to be honest. And yeah, Solar is really focusing that Raven. As you can see, it's already going down to red health here, and he's gonna pull this back and just repair this. I like this choice, but it feels like there was more potential to go for an auto turret first, for example, and then try to harass the creep. We see a Spire behind this. It's gonna be a 3-base Spire with a couple of Evo Chambers also being thrown up right now behind the third base. Oh, this is an interesting location. This would be kind of snipeable, to be honest. And banging speed is about, yeah, it's just started. It's gonna take a while, but very solid setup here for Soda. He's going probably into melee 1-1 and pushing up his 4th base here. 3 bases, 4 Vindicta, and it just finished up. Gonna lift now over. And he himself is in a kind of defensive position right now. He's just producing Marine Tank, which is gonna be probably leading to a 1-1 combat shield push. But for some reason his Marine count feels kind of low at 11 right now, and yeah, it's gonna be, it's about to explode there, but let's see actually what he can manage to find with these Hellions. It's very interesting that he's just going in with 3 here. He does not want to commit all of his Hellions. He's gonna find a couple of drones, but oh, this is a beautiful position there for a second, but actually doesn't really get any kills on Lings, and if you don't kill Lings, you might as well not even damage them. They have so little health, they regen until the next fight. Alright, let's see, we've lost 4 Hellions so far and 1 Reaper, and there's gonna be a double drop actually, so he's not pushing with the tanks. You kind of want to wall this though, Mr. Vindicta, sir. Losing 1 more Hellion on this watchtower and on the other one as well, so we lost all the Hellions at this point. Trying to just deny some creep with a Raven here, and he's gonna scout the Mutalisk. Get a snipe on one of them. It's just a little bit lucky there, but was it really lucky? The Raven trying to cover the retreat here, loses the Raven actually, but yeah, these auto turrets at least save the double medivac there. So Vindicta kind of panicking out of there, and yeah, scouts the Mutalisks now for the first time. He didn't know they were coming, so he needs to be way more careful. He can't deny creep like he usually does when there is no Mutalisks. And Solar is just growing at an incredible rate, pushing out his 5th base right now. He's still harassing a little bit with the Mutalisks, but I mean, he doesn't overmate them before his additional attack. He's going, for example, for +2. Oh, sorry. Actually, sniping off a tank here. A little bit lazy on the trigger there, Vindicta is. With his Marines was a little bit late there. But he has a very good defensive position here with the bunker behind his wall, actually. I really like this setup. 4th base going up on location. And we're gonna see drilling claws here. With a Thor, actually, already, yeah. Okay. I think it's a very good choice. It's gonna be probably a little bit more of a defensive play, but the thing which is a little bit tough, Solar is really growing at an uncontested rate right now, and you need to do something about this. This Zerg is a beast, and he already has the half map covered in creep. He has his hive about to be set up just in a second. He's gonna have +2/+2 melee and carapace halfway done, which is on par with the updates from Vindicta. And yeah, as you can see, the queens are over here. Nice snipe on one of them, but the other one's just pushing out the creep, and the stuff that was just creeped, you know, pushed back there. So Vindicta is a little bit on a timer here. Solar isn't really a guy to overly push. He isn't really a guy to lean onto you too much, but he is leaning on map control. That's kind of his style. He's a map control player. And whenever you go out on a map, when you step on his territory, he's gonna punish you for that. And he's gonna punish hard. We have a lot of mutas, and he doesn't even need them in the defense anymore. He has so many Lings and Banes. He's even setting up a run by there with his Lings, just rolling in a couple of Banes there for now. Mutal is going to the 4th base, no turret in place, so they have free reign there, and the Lings are committing into the 3rd base. There is still the bunker though, and there is a couple of Marines with the rally to try to take this out. The Mutalisks have fought some Marines over there as well, so they need to be a little bit careful. You don't really want to fight Marines openly there with Mutalisks. And all the other links have been cleaned up here. So yeah, needs to be a little bit careful. There's a Thor in position actually. You don't want to be killed by the Thor there. Alright, this frontal push is a little bit weakened now, so he pulled back some of the units to defend his own bases, but he still lost a lot in the process actually. He's down a lot of workers. He isn't really replacing those as well. We're down to almost 60 workers while Solar has 94 drones. Are you serious? Alright, we have a big army though. Vindicta is almost maxed. He has a lot of units here. He needs to be careful though. He is not stepping on creep though, which is probably the redeeming factor here for him. And yeah, at least that. Still needs to be careful though. Solar has a huge territory here where there's like nothing to be fought for. It's just creep control right now. There isn't really any priority targets, right? In the position of he's basically trying to clear creep. That's all he tries to do. Finally, a little bit of a Widowmine setup here, and actually, oh, that was a beautiful connection. Still not enough though. The Banelings traded well enough there. And this Medivac trying to find some damage over here. I like this drop. There is nothing really in position there. The mutas are on the north side of the map, so he knows he can find some damage there. He needs to be careful though. He tried to commit with his main push there for a second, but is pulling back now. This is actually going to the main base, a very interesting approach, not settling for the 5th base. But Vindicta also kind of needs to clear up his own base. Marines have to come back actually, and these Mutalisks are just gonna commit more and more. We have the double drop here actually now, but it's just about to be cleaned up there by Banes. He can't really micro on all of these fronts. 26 SCVs has fallen down. There's a couple turrets here, but yeah, these Medivacs, they don't have anything left in them, and this push, see, all these units had to come home to defend. So now, for now, basically Solar is just playing a beautiful control game here. And if you look at the upgrades, he almost had his Ultralisk upgrades done. He has, I mean the Carapace, which is the more important one. He has plus 3 fly attacks halfway done, plus 3 Carapace, plus 3 attack almost done, and he's just gonna stop this army once. He still has a big bank behind this. GG. Solar wins the map 1.